Hey everyone, my name is John DiMarco. I'm a DP based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And if you've been following this channel for a while now, or just this last week, basically I am vlogging a short film I am working on as a DP called Spin the Bottle. The last video was about prep day, so you can watch that if you like in the related videos. Today is about day one on set for Spin the Bottle. We shot on April 4th, 2026, and it was a really easy day. We had about 3 scenes to do, as you see from my shot list here. 3 scenes, and I dropped the paper, but like 1 to 2 shots, and basically they were for the same, like they were basically a scene and then a flashback scene. So it was literally, okay, let's get a shot of this, and then we'll do a shot over here to reveal something later on down the road. Here we go. Without further ado, let's talk about what's happening in Spin the Bottle. So, first day on set with Mr. Dr. Patrick Esquire. Yeah, Patrick Nelson was the director, and it was my first time working with him as a director. I've worked with him he was a PA on another set I worked on, so this was his first directing short film that he was doing. So this is really exciting for him. Really proud of him to actually get a movie done. It's always nice to, be finished with one and actually do one and be like, I did it. And then it makes you want to do another one, and it'll give you more confidence going into the future. This is all the stuff I brought. So I didn't bring the 2 Apple boxes like I said in my prep video that I was going to do. I decided not to at the last minute. I was like, no, that makes no sense to do that. Because again, it was just simple stuff. Like all we were going to be in a theater. We were just going to be at a cafe or a area of dining at UNLV, and also in the quad at UNLV. So yeah, this is all the stuff here. And then simple setups, 1 light, 2 lights, if anything. And then here's me getting ready. So this is me putting together my gear really fast out of the doctor's bag to put together my camera. And, we're just waiting for the actors and everyone getting set up. But here we are. This is the first shot we're doing. This is like a straight on shot that we were doing at one time, and we were just testing this out to see if we like it. I'm using the Razor panel right now. We have it about at 10% in a television mode, so we're giving those different colors to pop in and out, so it gives that hey, they're watching a movie film. All we needed was that light, 10%, and it lit up a lot. And being able to shoot ProRes RAW on the Sony FX6 was great. And there's Patrick with Jack in the middle. He's an actor. He's also my sound guy. Was my sound guy. I've used him a few times. Great dude. Here we are again. Here's what we're looking at in the viewfinder. On the Atmos. This is the viewfinder. So we kind of changed the angle a little bit. What was great about this too is that the camera is not moving. It's a very static shot of them just at this date, at the moment, or at this movie theater. There's not much to go around, and there's no opportunity to have movement in the camera. What you do instead is you make something in the frame move. So you have luckily enough, we were able to have Cody, our AD, who is the actress playing Hannah, move and have a reveal of her boyfriend who's in the movie theater. And originally I was like, oh, we can do this in 1 shot. And we only had 2 hours in the theater. So what that gave us is getting that 1 shot done. We did it multiple times, different ways. And then we had still so much time that we just got different shots. So we got the close-up of Noah, who plays Luke. Awesome dude as well, great guy, and he gave us some great facial reactions with the close-up, and then we did some other shots as well too. So it was really nice to be able to just, because again, these are just voiceover sections of the film that there's not much dialogue and other things going on. So we were able to expand what we wanted to do and grow upon it, because the editor can do stuff or elongate stuff. I'm not editing this, so it depends on what the editor's going to do and what Patrick wants as the director. But again, these are simple 10-second shots, probably 20-second shots in the film, if anything. This was just something that we did last minute. We have Patrick now in the background, kind of a director cameo. Don't know if we'll use it, but still good to have for the flashbacks, just to give options if we're like, oh, this works better than this. But again, the voiceover's driving these flashbacks. How are you feeling? You shot your first scene.
Oh, I feel good. I was excited about last night. I could barely sleep.
Cody?
So far, so good. Just running what I do.
And what do you do?
Sound.
Cool. So here we are in our next location. We're on the quad in UNLV. Great location. This is the shot that's on the sticks right here. So you have Jack coming in. I didn't really pan up, but he was going to come into frame anyway. And then we just have it on this. And this is the shot. So simple stuff. This took us no lights, not a big crew that day. And I'm just using natural light. It's nothing that you have to bring in all these flags and silks. Maybe, yes, that would have been great, but at the same time, we're very limited to our time. resources. And again, we're in a public facility, so we didn't want to bring too many questions. So again, just being mindful of that. Here I am talking to Patrick and Cody about what else they want to do, any other ideas, just having that dialogue with my AD and my director. It's always important to have as a DP. Just always I like to be communicative. I'm a big guy on communication. In any position I am, I need to if I have to overtell you something, I don't care. I want you to know every bit of information that's possible, because the more information you know, as my first AC, as my grip, as a gaffer, as all those positions that work under the DP or anyone else in that respect, director, it can be, the more people know what's going to happen, what's going on. Everyone's prepared as well. And, you're not you're not the person holding the bag going where's everyone else? Why didn't anyone else help me? You told everyone everything you're going to do, and you were as communicative as possible, telling them hey, this is what's going to happen. This is what I'm thinking of. This is all the things. Just over talk or over communicate with your cast and crew. That's the biggest thing I can always take away. It's always about communication. You want to be like a NASA. So, important lesson of the day: be like NASA, or be like Batman. Here I am also with my easy rig, my Flycam easy rig version of this, which is actually holds less weight than my camera. So I need to get actually the upgraded version. And here I am just, getting ready. We're going to do a moving shot with this. This is the handheld style that we're going with. And I really like this a lot more, actually. I think this is a better shot than the tripod, and having that movement in the beginning, because I think in this one we decided to start with Hannah and Luke, and then we panned over to Jack, and then we panned back and forth a couple times. We did that as well too. And then we also did one where it was you have it on Hannah, and then you have her, or just her and Jack in frame. You will have Jack walk into frame. Jack's character is Nathan and Hannah in the frame, and you just hold on them, and then later on we'll reveal Luke, which was nice too, because then it's we see his side of the story and not hers. It was a windy day. There's no sound, thank God. It's just voiceover purposes. And then I moved in, and now we're going to stay on them, and then we're going to move over to Luke. Pulling into Luke, pushing in on him a little bit, trying to readjust my footing, and then I think I lost focus too. Autofocus. Because I'm holding my camera like this, and I'm touching the focus with my hand on the handle, and I'm doing this. Man, it looks really weird if I do this. Now, we decided to flip the world because I liked actually the other side of what was at the quad. And so I had them sit on the stage, and I had Jack walk in at one time. I think that's this one that you're going to see. And I thought that was a really cool shot to have him just walk in, like this one right here. I thought it would be really nice. It'd be staying on her and just focusing on her, and then having Jack walk into frame, and then just staying on her, and then that's because we don't know who she's talking to, and we're showing them two talking, being friends, and then that's her perspective, and then we'll reveal her boyfriend Luke, and through his perspective. It just gave a nice it gave better depth, I felt and it felt more a better shot overall. This is my personal favorite of the shots. And then Cody had a great idea where he wanted to do more side profile kind of ish of Luke's character. So it was more or less like a dirty over the shoulder on Luke, and trying to get that right. So it's we barely see his face in a sense. So, but I like the idea too. It gave it a little bit more different perspective. But we were focusing on Luke here more than Nathan and Hannah, but it's also through his perspective and his lens of it. I think actually thinking about this now, it probably would have worked better with a split diopter, like what we did here, but I think there could have been more with the split diopter. So that was all our shots that we needed for that second 2 scenes. So that's 4 scenes right there that we pulled off. So we move on to our third shot, or last 2 scenes. Not for the day though. We have one more after this. So we were at this outside lunch tables outside at UNLV, where the student center is, and we shot this. So this is really cool. So you'll see in the scene that Nathan over here, Hannah over here, Luke in the center coming out, and then from there it's like a triangle. And it was really cool to do that shot. So here we are. Here's the shot. So we did 2 versions of this. One version was basically Luke coming out and just standing there and then walking back, or I think it was just standing there. And the other one is this one you're seeing here, where he sees them, they don't see him, and he slinks away and hides behind that pillar over there. And then, again, one shot that we needed, which we turned into now 2 shots because we got a close-up of Noah with his very pissed off look. We had so much time to spare as well, and we were ahead of the game, especially because we took a little bit longer lunch. We were still ahead. We were still good that we were able to do other things as well to get stuff that we wanted to just to have for the edit. So it's always better to have more, and being able to get lucky enough to just be able to shoot more, again, simple scenes that were just for voiceover. So here we are packing up, heading to our next location, which was the outside of the house. So here we are. We're just getting a wide shot of the house. Super stuff. Car pulling up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nothing too major. This was also during the 3 o'clock in the afternoon when we're shooting this. So I'm putting my hand over the lens. So I was like doing it really like I'm like, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Okay, this is right. So I was doing that for the wide shot. So then we have the Osmo Nano on Jack's car window, and we're getting that nice wide shot from there. I like having the Osmo Nano. It's a really cool camera to have. It's a love-hate also. It's cool because I can do all these nice shots like this, but I hate it because of the battery life. If you connect your DJI 3 mic to it, it dies really quick, and even with a firmware update, it still dies quick. So, yeah, it's good for those things, but it's bad for other things. Like I use it for other vlogging stuff here. And then in this shot right here, he's getting out of the car, so we got close up with the foot, cut back. I just cut something, a wide shot here. This really nice shot. Again, it was last minute, so there wasn't much going on, and then we got back to this. It was a good day and a good way to set the pace doing the easiest stuff and like the simpler scenes, because it gets everyone kind of motivated and excited for what's to come. And on top of that, just feeling good that we got stuff done. We got 7 scenes, I would say, done in one day in that respect, because again, even though they're short scenes and they're saying they're 1, it's 2 scenes. So getting 6 done, even though it's the same, like I said, in the same area, it's done. It's less things we have to do later on down the road. And tomorrow, Saturday, which I'm filming this on a Friday, funny enough, we're doing days 2 and 3, and we have a lot of scenes going on. So I feel really good. I think we're going into it with a positive foot, and looking at it, we should be in good shape. Hopefully, we'll be able to bang this stuff out really quickly, and looking forward to day 2 and day 3. I can't wait for you guys to see that as well. But I'm out of here, and we'll catch you on the flip side.